Please. Oprah used to give donuts to people in the first years of AM Chicago. She did. She used to go outside of the streets of Chicago on State Street and give away donuts to come be in the studio audience.
What do you think Moneybags upstairs would say if we wanted to give out donuts?
Ted, we can't even get gas reimbursement, let alone Dunkin' Donuts. Roll the open.
Here we go.
Let's make it a good day.
Get a tiger. Give it up for Debbie Gibson, everyone.
We do it our own way.
Yes!
I'm gonna start crying and laughing so hard.
I did not do that.
Melissa.
Now, here's Jason.
Put it down. Hey, everybody! Hello! Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Jason Show. Thank you. Welcome to the show. I'm so glad you're here today. You know, every day there's a different holiday. First of all, I just want to acknowledge, too, I mentioned AM Chicago, which was the precursor to a little show you might have heard of called The Oprah Winfrey Show. And that aired on... thank you. And that aired on WLS so not the station we're on right now in Chicago, but a legendary station. And then AM Chicago, that was no joke what you heard in the cold open. Oprah and her producers used to go out on State Street and offer people donuts because she didn't have an audience when she first started. So she would go out and beg people to be in the audience of AM Chicago. Luckily, we've given our audience absolutely nothing to be here. That's right. But quality entertainment for about 42 minutes. No, I just want to say we've gotten a really good reaction from Chicago, and from the bottom of my heart, from all of us at work here, thank you so much. I'm glad that you've been watching as we're a week and a half old in Chicago. So keep spreading the word. That's how it started with Oprah. One person told one person, and that person told a friend, and before you knew it, she was number one. So keep telling your friends to watch us at 11 in Chicago and Seattle and Twin Cities and wherever we are. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it. Not the hot dish. No, it's the show. Yeah. Okay. I prematurely started the hot dish. I didn't mean to do that. But hi.
Whoops.
Audience, say hi to Kendall Mark, everybody.
Hi.
So let me explain before we do anything. So for the new people with us, Seattle knows us, Wisconsin knows us. Mm-hmm. We are smart, Alex. You don't need to be offended, right, audience? You don't need to be offended by anything that we say. We pick on each other
Mercilessly.
Thank you. There's a word I can't say. I can't say rural, and I can't. Well, rural, or I'm getting better at. Anyway, we pick on each other all the time, and Kendall is surrounded by nothing but older brothers. Knuckleheads. Yeah. So what I'm getting ready to tell you, don't worry. Don't be sensitive about it. We pick on each other. You don't even hear what Kendall says to us. She picks on us right back. Yeah.
Me?
So if you didn't know, Kendall is with child. Yeah, that's right. She has a baby cooking. So we've been giving her crap that about every 15 minutes she's snacking on something. We call it the 9 o'clock feeding, the 9:15 feeding, the 9:30 feeding, the 9:40. So we walk into today's pre-show meeting. And we walk in, and she's sitting there with the largest box of Cheez-Its I've ever seen in my life, a family size. And I said, no, show them how thick that box is.
Oh,
look at that!
Almost as big as my head.
It's about as thick as your head.
Did you just call me thick?
I didn't call you thick. Anyway, so she's sitting there. And she bought that at 8 o'clock this morning.
Oh, whatever.
And right now, audience, half empty, half empty.
I'm hungry. They're so good.
I know, and I'm not joking. Thank you, Leo. Come back to 5. Your Cheez-Its box was so big it was just in my shot.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding. Look right there.
That was a shot.
Look at put it right there. It is.
Just creeps over.
Anyway, we're sitting in this meeting, and we're actually talking to Kendall. You know, let me do an imitation of you. We're talking and then executive producer Jeff has something important that he wants to say to Kendall, and we go to Kendall, and this is literally her.
I was hungry. You don't even like white cheddar. Why would you do that? Jason, Nim's gonna get so upset because you just stuffed your face full of food. Yeah,
it's gonna take me a minute to chew this. Why did I do that?
Back to me.
Kendall,
I would just like everyone to know that I bought this on Monday, and it's okay. Well, it's half gone. It is the family size.
Kendall,
I am a family.
I know you are. Can you activate?
Leo, can we do 7? It's time to activate the hot dish.
There we go.
You need a spoon next time for your Cheez-Its. Is she still chewing?
I need a damn napkin.
That's why you gotta lick your fingers.
I know. Then you started licking your fingers at some point.
They're my box.
That baby is gonna come out with Cheeto dust on its hands. Yeah.
You're welcome, baby.
Thank you, Front Row. Front Row gave me that joke. There we go. Okay.
Just take the whole roll.
I'll just take the whole roll.
Yeah.
Andy Cohen, let's start the hot dish. Andy Cohen stopped by Howard Stern yesterday, and Howard asked Andy, about the New Year's Eve special that he does with Anderson on CNN, and how last year CNN said they couldn't drink. But now that CNN's big boss is out, well, this is what Andy had to say.
Part of the fun, in my opinion, of you on New Year's Eve was you getting blasted.
Well, that's
saying
everybody.
Ridiculous
People
things.
want to see me make Anderson giggle.
Right.
And they love to see him do shots. By the way, we had a great show this New Year's Eve. We were silly. We did mystery shots. We did everything we could. I mean, we were doing shots of pickle juice and trying to guess what it was. With funny glasses on. I mean, we did what we could. We did everything we could, to get around it. But it was just, it was a stupid move. I mean, it was what people say to me today when I walk down the street. Please tell me they're going to let you drink this year. It didn't, all of our guests, we had Kevin Hart. He did like 4 minutes live on New Year's Eve about how stupid CNN was not to let us drink. So how is that paying off for CNN?
It's not. Look. I get it. The bosses, it's CNN. It's a news network.
Prestige.
But also, let's be crystal Carrington clear. Not a damn person is watching CNN at midnight on New Year's Eve for news. No. Nobody is watching CNN at 11.
No.
They want to see Andy drunk. They want to see Anderson drunk.
Uh-huh.
They want to see Shakira drunk.
Yeah.
They want, you know what I mean? I don't know
Shake
if
your
Shakira drinks, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But that's what we want. I mean,
right? Especially if you're watching, you probably are home and just hanging out by yourself. I mean, you might as well have a laugh with somebody.
You want to live,
watching.
vicariously through them.
Right.
And nothing's funnier than watching somebody make somebody else laugh.
Right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's great. It's because it's contagious. So. Yeah, stop clutching the pearls. Let him drink. Anyway, Andy continued, though. He has a new book out. And I love that he doesn't shy away from this. Andy loves to name drop. And he does so in his new book. Listen to this.
Here is the entry from your journal. During the show, I missed a call from Cher. Cher was looking for Anderson, wondering if a French lady answered his phone. I texted her his number. Did I ever think Cher would call my phone looking for someone?
Yeah,
she's
definitely not calling to talk to me.
Right.
I mean, she thinks Anderson is there's the two ACs, and I'm the devil, and he's the saint. It's like Goofus and Gallant, if you remember.
Oh, I sure do. Highlights.
Yes.
Yeah. Cher called Anderson during a commercial break to tell him he's doing a great job. That blew me away. I don't know. That says a lot to me about Cher. That she would call Anderson Cooper up during his broadcast to say how great he's doing. That, you know what? People don't do that enough.
I know.
They don't.
Yes.
I mean, that's a sweet thing for her to do.
I agree. And he was in the Ukraine at the time, I believe. Literally.
Wow.
Yeah.
It is a sweet thing to do. I mean, it's appropriate about a story about name dropping to name drop. Howard did it with our show. Howard, he talked about how nice it was for Cher to call Anderson. Howard called about our show. His wife, the lovely Beth, saw our show, said, oh, and then Howard called, got my number and called to say that he enjoyed the show. So
and
that,
then the second time he called, Jason rolled him into voicemail.
And my voicemail was full. So Howard couldn't leave a message. So then he went on the show the next day and ripped me, understandably, for about 5 minutes. Anyway, Andy also dished about the housewives. He said that they don't act well when they're fired or put on pause. And he's had women bribe him with stuff to try to get on housewives. Yeah. Well, come on, it's lucrative. Look at
Satchels of gold.
Satchels of But think, look, Skinny Girl, and not everyone has the Bethany Frankel deal. Nobody else will get the Bethany Frankel deal. But businesses are born from being on that. It's a great platform. If I was a housewife in Owatonna, my ass would be calling Andy.
There's no real house.
I got biscuits to sell.
Of Owatonna?
Yeah.
That was what you went with?
Owatonna. It's a town that I don't often talk about, so I just thought,
A town in southern Minnesota, everyone.
Yeah. I just realized we unintentionally matched today. I just realized that.
I thought you tried to match me.
Sure, I matched. I did it intentionally. I noticed what you were wearing between the 9:30 and 9:45 feeding. That's when
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We have such a great show. Seriously, I don't want to oversell this, but if you're having a bad day, we're going to make you laugh because a little bit later we have the world's funniest local commercials. These commercials are so bad that if you are having a bad day, do not switch that dial. That's coming up. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. Go ahead. Tell the people what you just told me in the break. You scared me. I'm not. You're scaring the gay guy. I don't care if it's medical. You're scaring the gay. Tell the people. Tell the people.
I just said my uterus is the size of a basketball.
And I don't need to know that.
Jason's face was like, oh. It's like, hold the baby.
It's Pride Month. You shouldn't scare the gays.
Oh my God.
And how big? Because they have that chart. How big is it?
It's the size.
It's what? The size of an air fryer?
My kids have cried. My makeup's gonna be so shot after this.
It's all right. It's all right.
It's the size of a head of lettuce.
A head of lettuce. All I see is it romaine or what kind of?
Are those like jelly sandals? Do you remember those little jelly sandals?
No. All I'm thinking of is, and you're too young. God bless you. All I'm thinking about, the audience will be with me when she said head of lettuce. All I thought is the logo for the Cabbage Patch Kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all I thought. Right?
It's like that.
It's the lettuce with the head poking out of the lettuce.
Basically, that's my baby.
Oh God, this conversation's gonna get us viewers in Chicago. Let me tell you.
Hi.
Let's continue. Tom Holland is a big star. I love Tom Holland. I think he's my favorite Spider-Man because he's Spider-Man. But he's also starring in this show called The Crowded Room on Apple TV+. It's getting really good reviews. But it's another TV appearance that he constantly gets asked and complimented on. I doubt, maybe you'll know. Listen. So good. That's from Lip Sync Battle on Comedy Central. Well, and for people that don't know this, if you haven't watched it, you got to go watch it. He does such a good job, but it really shouldn't surprise anybody. And I remember, Kendall, when I told you this and you didn't know, you know, if you didn't know, Spider-Man is a trained dancer. He was in Billy Elliot on stage as a child. Tom Holland is a professional dancer, so that's how he can move. Here comes the rain. Hold on a minute. We got to see this part. Dax can wait. Hold on. Look at that.
Look at him shimmy shake.
Can I tell you, my butt would fall in that rain. I would. Anyway, you can see the whole thing on YouTube. Okay, next in the dish, Lady Gaga is getting some backlash thanks to a new partnership. You know, girl, she needs some money. She signed a deal. Who cares? Don't hate the play. Anyway, she signed this partnership with drug maker Pfizer. So the Gaga has teamed up to promote a new migraine drug. Here's the.
I know what it's like to perform through pain. If you're like me, one of the millions suffering from pain caused by migraine, Nurtec ODT may help. It's the only medication that can treat a migraine when it strikes and prevent migraine attacks. Treat and prevent all in one.
Don't take if allergic to Nurtec. Allergic reactions can occur even days after using. Most common side effects were nausea, indigestion, and stomach pain.
We're in this together. Talk to a doctor about Nurtec ODT.
Okay. I was going to say something else, and then I saw it, and now I'm going to say something different. It's a little cringe. It's almost like if I wouldn't have been told when they started.
I know what you're going to say.
It looks like an SNL skit, like a faux commercial. Because I expected them to keep reading off side effects. You know what I mean? Now, ... I have family. A lot of people suffer from migraines, and it's nothing to laugh at. And if that helps Lady Gaga, look. Why did I say it like that, Lady Gaga?
Her.
No, but get the money. You can't just get that money. Get that money.
Could we have used a different video montage? You know, I mean, it's one where she's like screaming.
Oh yeah, maybe. It is a little dramatic. It is.
Okay.
Yeah, I get it. Our Hot Dish Now continues with our Insider to the Stars audience. Give it up for Dax Holt from the Hollywood Raw podcast. Hi, Dax.
Hello. Good morning, Jason. You know, I realize I don't ever say good morning to Kendall because she's not on screen. Good morning, Kendall.
Hi, Dax. Thanks.
I know. Some woman, audience, you'll love this. Some woman called Dax out for never saying good morning to Kendall. Yeah.
And that woman was Kendall.
Yeah.
How'd you know?
So there you go. Kendall, Dax said hello to you.
Don't tell them my stage name.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, I love this topic because I have strong opinions. You guys chatted with one of those professional autograph seekers that get stars to sign a bazillion things. What did you learn?
Yeah, I learned a lot because I've been doing this stuff for a very long time. I don't know much about that end of the entertainment world. And that's what I realized as we were talking to Charles Price. He is the guy behind Primetime Signatures, which is a big website. They sell autographs. They get kind of everyone out there to sign for them, and then they go and sell it on eBay and on their website. And so it was a really fun, interesting look into what he's been doing, how long he's been doing it, and how much money one of these people can make. And I asked him, I was like, okay, Charles, be honest with me. Is it worth the time standing out there for long hours to get a quick signature from someone? He goes, oh yeah, my guys can easily...
Oh, we might have lost Dax. He did freeze. The internet. Okay, he's frozen. We'll come back to him. This is what I don't like about. We'll come back to Dax. We have him now. Dax, can you hear me? No, we'll come back to him in a minute. Here's Dax. You there?
Now I can hear you.
There we go. Anyway, you were saying price-wise. You just got to that before you froze.
Ooh, it was a cliffhanger. No, I was saying that the guy said that his guys can make $100,000 a year on signatures, and my jaw dropped.
You know, Dax, and I think you'll be with me on this, as again, someone that's been in the bit. This is what I don't like, though, because guys like that, and look, I just said it with Gaga, don't hate the player, you know what I mean? Don't hate the game, but it prevents stars from wanting to sign stuff from real fans. You know what I mean? And that makes me sad.
So here's the thing, though, Jason. He also informed us of some of the biggest stars in the world who actually do autograph signings for them. They pay him a ton of money, and they will sit down for hours on end, signing all kinds of memorabilia, posters, scripts, or whatever it is for them to go auction off. But that way the star themselves is making a ton of cash in the process. And he name dropped. And there's some big names out there.
Really?
Huge names, people that you wouldn't expect. And I really want to say it, but I really want you to listen to the episode so that your jaw can drop too.
Dax is a professional. He knows how to do a plug. That's right.
I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Next week, after you listen to the episode, because I know you listen to all my episodes, Jason.
I do.
We'll talk about it.
Okay, we'll do it. Thank you, buddy. Have a good week.
Bye.
Go listen right now. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Music Land, Sam Goody. Just search for the Hollywood Raw podcast.
Sam Goody.
I love Sam Goody. That's where I used to buy all my CDs.
That's not where you got podcasts.
I know, it doesn't matter. Next in the dish, you guys know I love Will and Grace. On a new podcast, Sean Hayes revealed what happened. This is such a good I also love a good behind-the-scenes story. What happened when Will and Grace's ratings kept going up in the late 90s? NBC execs took the cast to a car lot where there were a row of Porsches with ribbons on them. And when Sean saw it, he said he immediately started worrying about how much it would cost to get insurance on that car. So because he couldn't really pay rent at the time, he sold that NBC car immediately. It then kind of made for an awkward encounter with the executives later when they realized he was still driving his Toyota to meetings. I wonder what our bosses will do for us when we become an inevitable hit in Chicago and Seattle. You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, we're already doing really well in Seattle.
The gifts will flow in, I'm sure.
Here is the miniature golf course. You may have any refreshment you want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if the boss is listening today.
Dairy Queen coupons coming
That's right.
You, people.
Audience, I'll find out in about 4 seconds if our big boss is watching the show today up in her office. Anyway.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, ma'am. Anyway. I'm sorry, we have to wave like this to her. That's right, yeah. Time to meet today's JVIP. It's Sarah Fredrickson from Blue Earth. She loves the fun and positive vibes that Kendall, the crew, and I bring every day. Well, thank you. That's what we try to do. She feels like she's part of our family, and watching it has become a must-do. Sarah has found recipes, candle lighters, wines to try. Yeah, because we do a segment called Best Thing Ever. Thank you, Sarah. She's going to get a Jason Shaw mug and enter to win the monthly grand prize. That includes being a VIP guest in our audience, a $150 gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $150 gift card to the Institute of Advanced Aesthetics. As I promised, if you're having a bad day and or just need to smile, you stay right there. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Coming up in just a little bit, are you looking for the best travel deals for the summer? Well, there's only one guy with that list, the Thrifty Traveler. And then it is a hysterical Throwback Thursday. Some of the funniest local commercials you've ever seen.
I've got something for you.
That and more when we come back. It's real nice.
I love it.
Real
Love
nice.
to hear it.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, I don't need to tell you this. We're in the thick, kind of the beginning, though, of summer travel season. And if you're like executive producer Jeff and you haven't booked your summer vacation flight yet, our next guest is here to knock some sense into you. It's literally one of the best intros I've read all year. Anyway, give it up for our travel expert, the one, the only, the Thrifty Traveler, everybody, Jared. Hi, buddy.
Great to be back, Jason.
Making your Chicago debut.
Yes,
that's
very
right.
exciting.
Okay, let's start. Jared had my cards over there. That's right. Thrifty. You're in a battle. You're having like a Hollywood Twitter fight, aren't you? I read on my card here. It's you versus Delta Sky Miles. What's going on, Jared?
We might be delusional here at Thrifty Traveler to think that we are battling 1v1, but we're seeing a little bit of that. So we wrote a somewhat scathing, critical article of Delta's Sky Miles, their points and miles program, several weeks ago, criticizing a bunch of things. And then somehow, either by coincidence or just sheer power of the Thrifty Traveler, a lot of those things have started to shift and change. So we're seeing more Sky Miles deals, which for 6 months we hadn't seen anything. Like anybody out there who earns Delta Sky Miles has probably seen when you try to go and book, there's not a whole lot of value out there.
You feel the same way. Look, they're not paying me. I wish they would, but I say this, I love Delta. There's a lot of great things about Delta, but I'm glad that you're making them mad because you need to, because Sky Miles are worthless as boobs on a turtle. You know what I mean? It's literally what it is right now. They used to be great.
We don't say worthless, they're worth less than they used to be, for sure. I don't know about the turtle analogy,
but I'm just saying,
I think you're onto something there.
Yeah.
But there's just no question that, so many people out there have, American Express Delta cards, and they put all their spend on it. They're hoping to take this big trip, and then they go to book, and things cost like 2, 3, sometimes 4 times more than they used to, and that's just not fair.
Do you think I'm sorry to be stuck on this, but it's a huge story. And all joking aside, do you think they respond to these online campaigns? Do you think, I honestly think that they did listen to you and saw the reaction, because your article got a lot of attention, my friend.
Yeah, this whole theme was featured in Forbes and the Wall Street Journal, and people actually follow those periodicals. I don't know about Thrifty Traveler.
Don't be modest. Delta.
It definitely resonated a pain point with a lot of people, and it got more press, and then I think Delta, may or may not have started to kind of offer a few more sales, which we've seen some amazing nationwide stuff to Auckland, New Zealand, Santiago, Chile, and then here in Minneapolis, one of our new routes to Maui that just launched last weekend. They put that on sale, which is really strange.
We picked on them for a few minutes, but not picked on, but just constructive criticism, Delta. So here's some positive. It is aloha.
Yeah.
Right to Maui. That's a great deal.
Very exciting. Obviously, Delta's launching a bunch of new routes, as are many other airlines. But I know here in Minneapolis, we need to go somewhere warm, and people in Minnesota especially love Hawaii. And, we have a nonstop route to Honolulu, but now we have one to Maui as well. But the problem with the Honolulu route, cash prices are like $1,200, which is a lot. But this Maui one they just launched last weekend, they launched with prices at $500 nonstop round trip.
Oh, guys, that's
pretty amazing.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And that's a heck of a deal. Yeah.
It's excited to see.
Yeah, we love United too, Chicagoland. We love United too. And here's more good news. Domestic flights, you've been on here quarterly. Every time you're on the last year or so, we've been griping that domestic flights are outrageous. We have a little bit of good news with that.
Yeah, the U.S. federal government tracks flight pricing, and from May 2022 to May 2023, we saw flight prices drop by 13%, which is great to see because prices had been going up, and up. And to see them finally starting to drop, the inflation at least was waning a little bit on the flight side. And that's what we're seeing here at Thrifty Traveler too. Flights are starting to drop, which is awesome.
You mentioned New Zealand when we were running through good news. Is it cheap? Is that a pretty good deal as far as New Zealand?
Yeah, so the deal was 2 weeks ago. So Delta has a new flight from LA nonstop to Auckland, which can be like 200,000 Sky Miles, like crazy. It's $2,000. And Delta put every single U.S. airport that they fly from, like everywhere, Chicago, obviously, Seattle, Minneapolis, like Fargo, North Dakota, Bemidji, like tiny cities, to Auckland for less than 50,000 or 50,000 Sky Miles round trip in economy, of course. But still, crazy value when you're cutting prices from 200,000 down to 50,000. That's awesome to see.
That is amazing. Okay, Delta, thank you for reading Thrifty Traveler. Okay, every time Jared's here, he's going to answer your questions in a minute, but we always do a round robin of travel deals. What do we have, my friend?
Yes, so these are from Minneapolis, and again, if you want to book these, go on to Google Flights. So like I said, that new route nonstop, Minneapolis to Maui, it was $500 last weekend, now it's $598. Still, I recommend if you want to go to Maui next winter, get on Google Flights, book that directly through Delta, $598. Vegas, $158 on Delta this fall. Miami, 167 on Delta through December. Dublin, Ireland on Iceland Air 530. Threw a Chicago one in there for all of you guys out there. Chicago, Midway, and O'Hare to the Hawaiian Islands on Southwest right now for $375.
What?
Which is an amazing deal. That's also available from MSP for slightly higher. Southwest is doing a crazy 48-hour sale that ends tonight. So
Chicago to Hawaii.
Anyone has Southwest flights they want to book, hop on there, check flight pricing. It's 40% off through tonight.
I will add a little because I was telling Jared we've been planning our trip. I will add a little, not bad news, but just a sticker shock. For whatever reason, flights to Maui are cheap. Hotels in Maui have gotten unbelievably expensive. I recently helped our boss do her trip. I was shocked at how expensive Maui has gotten out of the islands. Do you see that?
Yeah, flight prices have been low because so many airlines are flying to Hawaii right now, but there's only so many hotels. And that's the problem.
Especially
it's all
on Maui.
supply and demand, and there's just a lot of demand and not a lot of hotels available.
That's right. So as we do, we loan Jared out to you, whether he likes it or not. He's answering your travel questions and some good ones from our Facebook page. He'll do that when we return. Back after this. We tried helping. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. We are back with our friend Jared from Thrifty Traveler. He's ready to answer your questions that we posted earlier this morning on the Jason Show Facebook page. Don't forget, if you're new to us, go like us right now. Search for the Jason Show. Okay, first up, Jared, is Anita. Anita writes, "Hey, Jared, we're going to Hawaii in February. For a one-way ticket, my son and daughter-in-law are paying $300 from Madison, Wisconsin to Honolulu, connecting an MSP in Minneapolis, St. Paul. I'd like to join them at MSP, but for me the cost is $710. Why is this?"
So it sounds like Anita's flying nonstop from Minneapolis instead of connecting. So there's a strange thing with flight pricing is sometimes if you connect, the flight is much cheaper, especially from some smaller airports, versus going nonstop. And all of us, of course, want to fly nonstop, and the airlines know that, so they charge more.
That's why. It's a great question, though. Sheree writes, hi, Sheree. She asks, when flying from North Dakota to Vancouver and back with a layover at MSP, do you need to pick up your checked bags and recheck, or will they go right through? I'm an international travel newbie.
So almost always, you are going to have to pick up your bags at baggage claim whenever you enter the United States from abroad. So let's say you went to Cancun or anywhere else. You'd arrive, in this example, at Minneapolis, and you'd go through customs and you'd grab your bags. But in this instance, there's this weird, strange thing called U.S. pre-clearance facilities. We're getting a little nerdy. There's 16 of them around the world.
Get nerdy, that's what you're here for.
Vancouver is one of them where you actually, a lot of the Canadian major airports, where you clear U.S. customs in Vancouver or Montreal or Toronto, or Dublin or Abu Dhabi, just some examples, and you actually go through customs. So there's U.S. custom agents in Vancouver, and you land at a domestic gate. So then your bags should just connect, and you don't have to pick them up because you're clearing customs in Canada. Again, it's confusing. It's called U.S. pre-clearance facility.
That's good info, though. You all write that down.
Thanks for letting me get nerdy.
Good. No, that's good. Okay. This one comes from Jeff O. He writes, I tried applying for an American Express card, but I was denied the bonus offer. Does that have anything to do with recently closing a card from another company? You see these offers all the time, and some people apply, and then you get approved for credit, but they don't give you this bonus. Is it usually because of history?
Typically, it's not for canceling a card. Usually for like an American Express example, you're not going to get the bonus because you've already earned the bonus on that card. So I will just say, go to thriftytraveler.com. There's credit card application rules post. Go there. If you're applying for a Chase card, there's different rules. American Express, different rules. Again, it's really nerdy, and it's super complicated.
It is.
So it's hard to know, but it'll depend bank to bank.
I always like to compliment Jared. I've said it a million times. When I do my vacations, I use all the tricks that Jared has taught us, and I'm telling you, I literally save thousands of dollars. I call it playing the game. Lauren has the next question. Hey, Jared, is it worth getting a travel credit card, or will I just deal with heightened exchange rates and blackout dates?
Well, I quit my job as an accountant working in banking because of travel credit cards. So I would say that my love for travel credit cards and maximizing them. So I am very biased when I say absolutely it is. I would say start off with something super simple like a Chase Sapphire Preferred card or a Capital One Venture card where you can, you talked a little bit about blackout dates and some complexities. Like the amazing thing about those two cards I mentioned is you can just book flights, especially with the Capital One Venture card. You can book a flight or anything else travel and use the points to wipe it right off your statement. There's no blackout dates or any complexity with that. It's super easy.
Venture's a good one. It's a really good one. Finally, a question from Jess. Hi, Jess. She shared a picture of a product on Amazon called a Bev Ledge. What the hell is... Anyway, she asks, I think this is pretty cool and I could see using it when sitting by the window. Do airlines allow this?
Did you invent this?
I know.
Are you promoting one? It's just Jeff?
Oh, I know. I wish I did invent this. Look at that. Jared, why didn't we invent this?
I don't even know what to say. I don't think you should use it if you're in an exit row because that would be probably illegal. When they're going through and reading off what you can't be this or that or have the Bev Ledge up because when you're trying to open it and it's in the way, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah. I don't know if you should be putting anything on the window. You know what I mean? Like Garfield stickers or I don't think anything. No.
I'm not going to prison for this.
No, I'm not. No, I'll hold my drink. Give it up for Jared, everyone. For more information, seriously, you want to travel, you want to save money, go to thriftytraveler.com and sign up for the premium service as well. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Get ready to laugh after this. Thank you, buddy. Welcome back to the show. I told you needed to laugh. This is going to be it for you. Yeah, if you're having a bad day, this is the segment I was talking about. So yesterday, Kendall revealed that she was featured in a local commercial that airs in Iowa. And that gave the legendary Jason Show research team an idea. What are some of the craziest and funniest locally made commercials of all time? It's this week's Thursday Throwback, everybody. So, this is so good. First up, let's go back to the 80s, shall we? A Minnesota boat company released this commercial, and I play this all the time on the radio show, so if you listen, you know what I'm getting ready to play. This is 100% real. Look.
You've got your sunrise, you caught a prize, your mate and your Johnson. Party nights, summer whites, your friends and your Johnson. Rooster tails, water trails, your kids and your Johnson. Saturday nights, distant lights, your girl and your Johnson.
Oh, God. I play that all the time on my radio show. That's real. Your girl, and your Johnson.
Oh, did they know? Did they not? Did they know?
No, they know. Yeah, that's for Johnson Boat Works. Yeah. Your reaction is, yeah. Next, okay. Next, let's talk to our friends in Indiana. Hi, Indiana. Next up, a drugstore in Indiana that made news recently with an unfortunate name in Hoosierland. It's a commercial. It's a commercial for butt drugs.
There's a cry across the heartland, a yearning for the days gone by. And in little old Corden, Indiana, they're happy and they'll tell you why. They got butt drugs, they love butt drugs, butt drugs, butt drugs.
I recommend butt drugs for everybody.
I can always count on butt drugs.
When I think drugs, I think butt drugs.
When I think drugs, I think butt drugs. Right? That just closed. The family just decided to close that, and it made news. And it was also featured on the Ellen DeGeneres show a couple seasons ago, but it's 100% real. It's by, I believe, Terre Haute. Indiana will correct me when you're watching, but it's by Terre Haute, yeah.
I'm going to stay out of this.
You have nothing to say about butt drugs?
I'm going to be over here.
Okay.
Yep.
So this was when we were producing this segment, I told Jeff, again, if you're first time watching us, I'm from the Chicagoland area. We got Chicagoland TV, Fox 32. And this was my favorite local commercial as a kid and a teenager. It's a Chicago brand known for their commercials in the 80s and 90s. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my favorite, Moo and Oink.
Moo and Oink. We got baby bear ribs, roast beef, hot links, and more to give. Cube steaks, hot dogs, rib tips, ooh, pork chops, turkey wings, and chicken wings too. Give me a wave if you like catfish. Jump up if it's your favorite dish. Tommy likes ribs and chicken wings. If you like you, let me hear you scream. Wave for catfish. Scream for ribs. Moo and Oink.
And Moo and Oink still makes legendary commercials. They're fantastic. I went there in college, and Moo and Oink, I heart you so much. Okay, now we're gonna stay. This is executive producer Jeff's favorite. We're gonna stay in Chicagoland for the next commercial. It's an insurance company from Eagle Insurance. Look.
What's that? Do you have insurance on this car? No. It must be Eagle Man.
I've got something for you.
Oh, look at those low rates.
Okay. When Jeff brought this up, I forgot about this. I remember this commercial as well. Okay, the company was known for their Eagle Man commercials. Oh my goodness. Finally, another insurance commercial, again, that we love. Look at this.
Hello?
Jim, it's Susie. Our house is on fire. Can you come over?
Of course. I'm on my way.
Hello, this is Cal.
Cal, this is Mike Case.
Hi, what's up, Mike?
My boy just wrecked the car.
Is your son hurt?
Not yet.
Okay, can I tell you our favorite part is the beginning? Mike, our house is on fire. What the hell are you doing in the house? Get off the phone, lady.
What?
Yeah, anyway.
Someone made that?
Someone made that,
and got
yeah.
paid to
Looks
make
like
that?
something photographer Eric made in his early years. Anyway, we'll be right back. Back in a moment. So good. I know. Oh, Moo and Oink, I love you. Welcome back. Go to eventbrite.com and search for The Jason Show for tickets. Time for the world's shortest segment. Some of the biggest names in Hollywood hit the red carpet last night for the U.S. premiere of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Harrison Ford and the cast gathered in Hollywood to premiere the movie, opening in 2 weeks. One surprise guest was recent Oscar winner Ke Huy Quan, who appeared in the second Indiana Jones movie, The Temple of Doom. Also on the red carpet, Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, and my boyfriend, Disney boss Bob Iger. The night ended with legendary composer John Williams performing the full orchestra. Go Indy! We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Very good. Welcome back. Don't forget to visit our swag shop. Links on our Facebook page. It's time for the surprise goodbye. You know how this works. Kendall and I don't know what's in this segment until we read it right now. Today, one dog's excitement to see her owners after a day at daycare. Look at this. The couple's dog, Gigi, sees her dad and runs toward the glass door, leaping into the air. Gigi goes to doggy daycare once or twice a week and gets really excited when one of her owners shows up to get her. Oh, that is love right there.
Does Gigi not like doggy daycare?
Yeah. In comparison, when we have to take Mr. Big to the in-laws, Big runs away from us to go home. Yeah. Like, Mr. Big, you live with us. Tomorrow on the show, one of your favorites is back. TikTok star That Midwestern Mom will join us in studio. That's tomorrow. But right now, it's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Thanks to this great audience. We love them. Thanks to you. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. But they ain't coming. Just news for you. They are not coming to that party. No, they are not.